Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com. Our report for Sunday, September 16th, 2018. We've got a free pick in the NFL coming up in just a moment. As you can see, it's still light out outside. We usually come to you late at night, but that's not the case as we get ready to switch gears from football to tonight's rematch between Canelo and Triple G, and we got to get cleaned up and get headed out to a fight party. But 3-2 in football, college football as we speak. Couple of games to go on Saturday evening. Thanks for those who checked out our work on Saturday as we cashed that 6-unit play to kick things off on Saturday morning, our top play. Ended up on winners on Army, Pittsburgh, and North Texas, which blew out Arkansas thanks to some Arkansas turnovers also helping out the cause there. The losses going into Saturday night's action were Wisconsin. They were terrible on offense. And also on Northern Illinois, which was covering at one point in the second half and failed to hold on to the cover, giving up the final 6 points, and couldn't even get a push out of that one. But 3-2 hit the top play on Saturday morning. 2 plays to go, and because we're going to be heading out to a fight party, it's a situation where we'll update the final overall records from Saturday and Sunday on Monday morning's report at 4 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday. Listen, if you have yet to become a member over at DocSports.com, it's easy to try it out. All you got to do is click on the link below the video, get set up for a free $60 account, and I think you'll be glad you did. You can use it on me or any other handicapper at DocSports.com, any of those daily packages. $60 free account. Start out by clicking on the link below the video. Also wanted to mention this is the final day to get the rest of the football season, the entire package, rest of the season, $250 off the regular price. Final day that we're going to do that. The toll-free number to call is 1-866-238-6696 or email to service@DocSports.com. Use the code word STARDUST. That's 866-238-6696 or email to service@DocSports.com. And again, the code word is Stardust. All right, free NFL pick coming up in just a moment. Wanted to mention that we do have 6 plays in the NFL between Sunday and Monday night. That will conclude with the battle between the Seahawks and the Bears. 5 plays on Sunday, including our first 7-star play of the NFL season. We cashed our 6-star last week with the Dolphins. We'll get to our free pick, but wanted to mention those plays, Sunday and Monday NFL, are available right now at DocSports.com. Major League Baseball for Sunday will be available Sunday morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. Kicked off the weekend, by the way, with a nice Friday night sweep. Big 7-star play in the CFL on the BC Lions and a nice 4-star KO win in Major League Baseball on Friday on the Brewers. All right, let's get to the betting report for NFL action on Sunday, and we're going to just look at a couple of games, about half a dozen or so, where there's been some differences from a couple of nights ago when reported on the betting. For instance, the Chargers now getting about 81% of the public action at one particular book, about 85% of the overall money still on the Chargers at a couple of major books, and they are still in that, bigger than a touchdown point range over the Buffalo Bills. The Pittsburgh Steelers, we've seen this one change a little bit. It's come down, I should say it's gone to Pittsburgh here. Kansas City was a public team. Now I'm showing Pittsburgh as a 53% public bet team. Pittsburgh laying about 5.5 in that particular game over the KC Chiefs. And again, that was once, just 3 days ago, pretty overwhelming with the public and a couple of major books being on the Chiefs in that one. Also, the Philadelphia Eagles, now 85% of the public money is on the Eagles minus the public tickets on the Eagles. And it doesn't really matter because over 80% of the money also on Philly is what we got from William Hill. So you're seeing a lot of public action on Philly, overall money on Philly, and of course, they're laying the points of this one to Tampa Bay. The Rams, now this was once a huge public side, and one major book is reporting about 54% of the tickets of the public money on the Rams, so that's come down with the public quite a bit. San Francisco, well, they're getting 80% of the public action and about 70% of the overall money on the Giants, folks thinking that the Detroit Lions have decided to abandon Matt Patricia, their new head coach, and not buying in. 80% of the tickets, the public from San Francisco, about 70% of the overall money. New England, they are getting about 66% of the public action in their road game against Jacksonville. Right now, about a 1-point favorite are the Patriots. And that percentage, as far as the public is concerned, has dropped a bit overall on New England. And then finally on Monday night, 53% of the public on the Seattle Seahawks plus the points over Chicago. We've seen that come from Chicago minus 3.5 down to 3, basically normal vig. Now we see a little bit of Chicago 3 minus $1.20, a little bit of extra juice on the Bears. So anyway, it's basically a field goal. And in some places, if you want to lay the price with Chicago, you got to lay a little bit of extra juice. And of course, that means a little bit of a break there on Seattle plus the points in those particular books. Hey, we wanted to mention that last week the consensus plays in the Westgate did go 4-1. You know, last year it was around 500. I think a couple of games below 500, the top 5 consensus plays every week by the end of the year. And this week I just wanted to mention that the overall top team as far as Westgate contest entries were concerned, and there's over 3,000 entries, the Houston Texans were the top team this week. We didn't play Houston. It's not on our card at the Super Contest. We didn't play that game at all. In fact, the only side that we have that's in the top 5 consensus are the Pittsburgh Steelers for us in our Super Contest card. So we'll report on that on Monday, also let you know what the consensus is doing. And I think from now on Saturday nights, we'll get you those top 5 consensus plays from the Westgate Super Contest starting next week. But again, Houston was the most popular side in the contest, and they were picking, by the way, in the contest. Anyway, all right, let's get to the free NFL play for Sunday. We are going to back the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday, and I think this is a good example of why I like Week 2 in the NFL, a little bit of overreaction potentially from Week 1. We know Alex Smith did what Alex Smith does. He directed his team to another win. He played well. But so did Andrew Luck. He goes 39 for 53, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, only 1 pick, and they actually led the Bengals 23-10 with about 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Too many penalties, turnovers. I think they had 3 of them, tough to overcome. And the offensive line at times struggled in pass protection. But I think they get over all the turnovers, the penalties, the errors between the years this week, and keep this game extremely close. And in fact, I won't be shocked if they win the game outright. But we're taking the points, and it's 6 right now with Indianapolis, your free play on Sunday in the NFL. Again, don't forget, final day for the $250 off for the rest of the football season offer. And again, you can email to service@docsports.com. Use the code word Stardust or call 866-238-6696. Final day for the offer. Hey, listen, if you like what you see, click on the thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe. We appreciate those who have done so thus far. We're going to be right back here Monday morning, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific. We'll take a look at some of the opening line movement from when the lines come out on Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening for next week's card. Let's put Sunday in the win column. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com.